Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Motorsport Manager from the Ashes Challenge, and we're looking at now the 4th race of the challenge, 10th race of the season in Ardennes, and a 29-point lead, which is holding pretty solid, which is not a lot to say given that we have had 2 bits of luck. We had a race where Wexler crashed. Last race, Sarnen got demoted because of an illegal part. So, yeah. A lot of work to do. Car still in 4th position. So let's see what we can do here as we head off to Belgium. Motorsport has a question. Front wing seems to be holding the team back. Technical commentators seem to agree. Is it true? Yep. Gonna work on it. And, oh, our marketability went down. Hey, guess what? I don't care. That does not going to affect this season. Yes, and Wexler won Milan. We know. Easily, I might add. Okay, so for Ardennes, we want to focus on the front wing and the engine. Gearbox as well, but front wing and engine. So let's clear those out. And then, let's see, for reliability, yeah, we've still got the 2 sort of spare, if you will, engines. We don't want to work on this gearbox because it's not as good as these others can be once they're boosted up. So I really think we want to just boost these, the crucial parts. And I think that's all I want to work on. We've only got 10 days. We're not going to be able to finish them. So we're just going to, work on the ones we're going to be using. North going to retire. Jenny North of cont'd Sport. We are first, better than our goal of second. Okay, 42 laps, 3.6 miles, long, and pretty good chance of rain, but we had that at Milan too. It didn't happen. Front wings is the big deal, and ours suck. And Lippinen wants a better engine. I do too. Not going to happen. A house fire, which is going to make Oliveira worse for 8 weeks. That is going to suck. -1 across the board. Everything I owned about in that house, I feel like I've lost a part of myself. Ruled out a chance of arson and electrical fault with their high-tech music system. Oh, dear. Well, that's just going to make things that much more difficult. And Harry Chapman picked to win the race. That'd be fine with us. Wexler hoping to close the gap, saying he will catch Lippinen. And then Chapman favored by... you know what? You quoted him twice. That's weird. I don't know why you need to tell us twice. But, alright. So, yeah. Let's see where we're at. We're still 4th overall. Got the third best engine, fifth acceleration, third braking. So we've fallen behind Steinman and Scuderia Rossini in the brakes as well. We're down to seventh on the front wings despite working on them for this race. Fifth in suspension. We're still first on that rear wing. But yeah. So if anything, the gap has grown. And with the front wing being so important for this race, this could get ugly. This could definitely get ugly. Okay, 17 degrees for the race. I think that's soft weather. I don't think it's super soft weather. Says clear for the race, rainy for qualifying. So, we'll just add a second medium. I think that's where I want to be. 6 on super softs. Plenty for qualifying, plenty of regular softs. Go ahead with that. We are picked 6th and 8th. Which is a bit lower than we were picked last time. The feeling this is going to be an increasing struggle. And we have a small lead. So yeah, Modi now the top feedback person that we have. Still at 360 on the parts. Okay, so Steinman, 2nd and 5th. Scuderia Rossini, 3rd and 4th. It just continues to be these three teams. And we've got a fan here saying, keep up the good work. I'm not even going to try to massacre that name. Impressive performance, says CSN's Sophie Richards. Qualifying was supposed to rain, and it's going to. So nobody is ready for the rain. Now the question here is, it's gonna be wet at the beginning. It's gonna be dry later. So I don't even see a reason to go out at all on the wet stuff. And Holtz, so again, Sharp up here. I believe this is almost exactly the same order as before. And not thrilled to see Scuderia Rossini take the top 2 places easily. That spells trouble. Only worth watching because Dieter Wexler is racing. Not the best qualifying session, but Agatha Wells will have a good race strategy. Keep the faith. Gonna try. And we've got sunny weather. Again, no sign of rain, it appears. None that I can see. Alright, which tires do we want to go with? We've got 42 laps to cover. Those are probably not going to get us halfway there. I think we're going to want to go with one super soft and one soft to get us through the race. The start's usually the most important. So that's what we'll go with for Lippinen. Super softs and race trim. Even though we'll spend a little bit less time on those tires. Race trim and engine expert for Oliveira, and we will give her the full tank as usual. Question is, do I want to try to squeeze that third lap out? Because I know I'm going to reduce the fuel here by 2. Do I want to grab another one? And then I won't be able to push the car at all. I think I do. I think I want to grab that speed. Take the risk. Okay. So it's Scuderia Rossini in row 1, Steinman in row 2. Lipinen is 5th and Oliveira 7th. Both looking good but not great at 6. And Sharp again with a 1 in expected form for the second race in a row. That is unreal. So we're looking for any chances, any opportunities, but it looks like it's a one-stop race without anything particularly special. And look at Oliveira bolting past. Lipinen had a great start the last time. This time Oliveira does. 5th and Lipinen down to 9th. Of course, with the full fuel setup, I'd expect Oliveira to actually not be very good until, you know, say the middle of the race or so, when she's able to push more. Wexler in 1st, Chapman down to 4th. Lipinen only 10th. Would really be nice if he would get his act together. He's behind Gonzalez on mediums, of all things, and Blanc on super softs. Okay, now he gets by Gonzalez. Lipinen holding in 5th. Sorry, it's Oliveira in 5th. Get my drivers straight. But might be losing it here to Schmidt. And it looks like she is. Lipinen back down to 10th behind Gonzalez. That's ridiculous. And we're going to go medium now. Well, actually, we'll stick with high and neutral there, and we're going to have to neutral everything out for Lipinen because going low fuel, we don't have much of a choice there. Is 9th now ahead of Gonzalez. But Wexler and Chapman just out there almost 10 seconds in front of everybody. There's just no way they can compete with them right now. Temperature going up to 18. Stressing the tires a bit more. Another argument in favor of softs. Let's just... Yeah, 26 laps left, and it says we can get 32, so there's a margin there. Yeah. We won't be pushing them at all. Yeah, I think we can definitely make it on them. So that means it's time to come in now. It's time to do this. Bring both drivers in. Switch to soft tires. I want to double check Oliveira. And Lipinen, you know, coming up behind Blanc to a bit. But it's time. No problems on the pits. That's good. We're definitely going to run neutral on the tires, but Oliveira, you're going to push. You should pretty much have enough fuel to push the rest of the race. So get out there and do it. 18th and 20th. That's ugly. But we're the first drivers in. And we'll switch back down to neutral. How's his condition? It's good enough. We're going to go high with Lippinen there. I think we're going to see Holtz come in, maybe, and that's going to be it. Yep, there goes Holtz. Saying I'm not going to make it on the current tires. Does Holtz come out ahead of Lippinen? No. Lippinen does get that spot. 5th and 8th. And that's enough to get us to a tie. But we're in big trouble if Saarinen doesn't have to come in. And at 18% on the tires, I don't think he's going to. If he's going to come in, this is going to be it. Let's watch Nilo Saarinen. Showing no signs of coming in. 16% on the tires. And on by he goes. Onto the final lap. He knows he's got this one. He can just cruise around. So yeah, looks like we just lost the entirety of our lead in one race. And frankly, that's probably going to doom us for the championship. She says that's alright. Lippinen says, not a bad result. Yes, it is a bad result. And there's Saarinen thinking that he's just killed us, and basically he has. Maybe they get hit with an illegal part or something again? Always possible. He got hit last time. What does it say? It says Sharp got hit. Well, that doesn't really help us. It helps us by moving Lippinen up one spot. So, yay, we're still ahead by 2 points. We would have to... Yeah, losing marketability. We'd have to run even for the rest of the competition. We can't lose any more points. What are the odds of that? And I'd have to say the odds are exceptionally low. Take a look at the calendar here. We got Phoenix, another top speed freaking track. And then Vancouver would be a little bit more to our liking. More cornering in Singapore. And more in Sydney. Yeah. So I'm going to call this attempt here. And I'm going to restart it. Restart the challenge. Probably do what I've done before, which is do the earlier races off screen or maybe in a montage type of format. But I've got a couple ideas for what I want to do, but I definitely need to try a new strategy. So I've been going well through the last few challenges, but in this one, I mean, obviously not working. We're still ahead as of now, but our car is continually getting worse compared to the others. Gradually, slowly, you know, and it's not competitive at this point. We would need to have a lead that we could maintain, and that's just not happening right now. So I've obviously got to come up with a new strategy. So we'll be restarting with the next video, the From the Ashes challenge, and just see how the new approach will do it. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll do my best to do better on the next attempt.